A jury in Fort Wayne has convicted a second person for his role in the Richmond Hill explosion that killed 2 people and damaged dozens of homes.
The jurors in the case deliberated for less than 5 hours before they returned 51 guilty verdicts against Bob Leonard. Rich Van Wyk in Fort Wayne tonight. That's where the judge moved the trial there due to pre-trial publicity. Here, Rich.
After the verdict, for the very first time, we heard the horror of the Richmond Hill explosion. Before deciding that Bob Leonard's crimes justified life without parole, the judge listened to Dion Longworth's last words, his repeated cries for help as he was trapped inside his burning basement. They were his dying words. The next time Bob Leonard goes to court, he will likely find out he will spend the rest of his life in prison with no hope of parole.
Life without parole just sort of says, puts a stamp on it about how horrible it is. So it was quite an awful crime. The thing that comes back and bothers me the most is to think of my son burning to death.
John Longworth's son, Dion, and daughter-in-law, Jennifer, were killed in the explosion. After hearing a recorded telephone call of Dion's last words trapped in his burning basement, Francis Gull ruled the circumstances justified the extreme punishment. Lead prosecutor Denise Robinson called it getting justice for the victims of Richmond Hill.
That's our job. So there's not a lot of celebration, just more of a recognition that justice was served in this case.
Jurors found Bob Leonard guilty on all 51 counts of murder, arson, and conspiracy. They agreed he conspired with his half-brother Mark Leonard to destroy Maserati Shirley's home to collect the insurance money. There was so much evidence, Casey Schaefer said, that at first jurors' thoughts were going all over the place.
But after, I think, a night's rest from everybody, they were able to come back and you could have a clear, concise thought. And then we were able to really hash out what was important and what wasn't.
Leonard's attorneys fought an uphill battle, attempting to convince jurors that prosecutors couldn't prove their client's exact role in the conspiracy, a conspiracy that created an explosion laying waste to the Richmond Hill neighborhood.
It's just the enormity of the case, and can you get beyond the enormity of the case, the amount of destruction, the death, the descriptions that you hear, that it's like a war zone. So that was always our concern, and I'm not sure that we were ever able to overcome that.
Defense attorneys argued unsuccessfully to not have that recorded phone conversation played in court. It was gut-wrenching. Dion Longworth's family and other friends wisely decided to leave the courtroom and wait in the hallway. A formal sentencing hearing is now set for March 18th.